Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. He will return this from deep in the end zone. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Darnold on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this returnable for Rager. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, J.C. Horn. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On second down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And a throw there. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A first down throw, Darnold. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They go play action with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, Hurts steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On third down, it's Gainwell. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott Good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Play action. It's Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To the air again, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, He got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of... They're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's to the 10. He's got Anderson right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the...
At their own 25-yard line.
In their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Panthers.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field. And maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run-up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella, the 40. He's at the 30. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Now back to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And Gordon's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a big 2020 for Hassan Reddick. Really emerged on the scene as he tied for 4th in the NFL with a career-high 12.5 sacks for the Arizona Cardinals last year. Ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers in March, a team that was 23rd in sacks in 2020.
Throwing is Hurts. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Darnold. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Hurts will throw.
And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now it's Darnold. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, be not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams.